sports. It's in the game.
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And they can't bring him down. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the...
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest.
Gained big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game, keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us it did.
Back to throw, Pickett. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the back even further? Now the third-year man, Najee Harris, and he'll be stopped. Pickett toward the end zone, but that's
Same thing happens this time back too.
Blankenship's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. To kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Keep handing him the football.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pickett sets up play action. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
That penalty is declined.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Boy, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession.
So far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 13. Pickett back to throw.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. An E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we don't... Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's a give up the middle. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Right back to him on first down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This is 2nd and 8. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Raiders! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 40. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2nd down, here's Pickett. That's caught out left side by Casper. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Harris running straight ahead. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 20. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Pickett now from the gun here. Firing, and he lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive?
on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He can't get him down. Dancing away at the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's going to go up top again. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 59 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll throw again with Pickett. He's got Casper over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. back to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the fourth quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He gets it complete to Harris. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw hauled in by Washington. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Pickett. And that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pickett. This is Casper catching it out right. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Pickett. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
EA Sports. It's in the game.